Hello, guys. Welcome along for the final Dutch Grand Prix at Zandvoort for now. This is the last time we will be here. Welcome along. Welcome, Pedals. Welcome, Hal. I know you've been waiting. I seen your message. It was like, I was like, ooh, Pedals, Hal's on it early. Well, we've just been baited by some rain at the start of this Grand Prix. About 20 minutes ago, it seemed to have just started, and we look like we will get at least a wet start, so some wet racing, a wet session, and then it just seems to have dried up pretty quickly. So just when we thought the drivers went on and around the track on Inters. Hello, Primcat, welcome along. They were going round on wets, full wets. Max Verstappen did this, all full wets. I've got a big dent in my cap, just noticed. um, yeah, so they went out on full wets, and then slowly some went on the Inters, and then it was a choice of, you're going to do Inters or slicks, and now I think everybody's going to be on slick tires because you're not going to get the benefit of the dry conditions. Well, so you're not going to get the benefit of the wet conditions if you go on wets. It's just not going to be wet enough or for long enough to make it worthwhile. So we'll see. Welcome, Kimmy. So close again to finally getting our first wet race in 26. The thing that sort of, it seems like kryptonite to every F1 driver at the moment, doesn't it? The wet weather, because they're pretty scared on how this or these cars or version of cars will work in the wet. So I think the wait continues. We've got Kimi Antonelli in shot. It's interesting weekend from him. It's not been straight back on it right up at the top, apart from the free practice session. And then from there on, he's not hit the front since. Can he do it today? He's lined up against his teammate George Russell. I think excited to see how them two get on. I think this will be the first time I think we'll see them line astern and since Canada. So looking forward to see if we get another Canada type battle between the pair of them. If you're Lando Norris, I think that's what you absolutely want, and they can sort of fight each other, and that might help him just manage tires, because that'll be his biggest struggle if you go off the sprint. But he said they've made good progress. The setup direction on the car going into qualifying was brilliant, but now with mixed conditions and all that, I don't know how it's going to go. Hal, I'm for Max today. Yeah, I think I don't blame you. Let's see what he can do. If I was Max, you probably were hoping for a wet start, considering where he is on the grid. A P7 from him, and I think the wet would have, or the rain would have really helped him move up through the grid. He's an absolute master in the wet conditions, isn't he? So we'll see how we get on. Yuki Tsunoda back, so let's see how he gets on in his first sort of Grand Prix for an absolute age. Liam Lawson, I think he'd be very happy with his qualifying session, just a 10th back of Max Verstappen, and Max saying, actually, I got the absolute best out of this car. That's all it had to deliver. And so for Max to say that and Lawson to be a 10th back, the first time in this car as well, I think he'll be super happy with that. Yeah, absolutely agree with that, Al. You must be disappointed for the Dutch Grand Prix disappearing. I've looked more into it actually, and it's actually because this is a private organization in the sense that it's a private company that runs the whole F1 racetrack and gets them in, whereas a lot of others are government funded, or just backed by countries themselves, aren't they, to get F1 to come in. The Dutch isn't. They don't get any public finance to help them with the Grand Prix, and it's purely just come down to a financial decision that they're not going to continue in Zandvoort because, despite it being full to the rafters now, it looked like it's been super sold out, hasn't it? Because there was issues I've read with people trying to get to the circuit from Amsterdam, and that sort of, they need that level of support consistently, and it was with the belief of will they get that in the years to come. I think they needed Max to confirm his position in F1 for a little bit longer to help them along that line, but he's done it just before the final Dutch Grand Prix. So it's a bit of a shame. So not for profit, not enough profit. Kimmy, no, I think the real issue is that there's just the profit's there as it stands, but they can't. The risk of it not being profitable enough, or for them to make enough money for in the next few years to run it, and obviously it's a cost of F1, FIA. Their prices are obviously still going up, considering just how expensive it is now to get F1 to come to your circuit, and you need to make that back, and so it's just a financial decision on that. I think the issue is that it's surprising that they've not got any government funding or public funding to help them. Many other circuits now do, just because when Formula One comes to town, it's not just the circuit that benefits, the hotels, everybody else around them benefits as well. And so generally that's why, there's a business case for the government as well to say, look, that this helps the people, F1 coming along, and so we can justify giving public funds for this, and as well as the organization themselves just trying to keep it alive and keep it running. So that's eventually just basically a financial decision at the end of it, and it needs to be sold out every single year for the next 5 for them to justify a new 5-year contract, and there's the risk element of that. It's effectively why it didn't go ahead, which is such a shame, because it's a really, really well sold out circuit, isn't it? Well attended. Everybody seems to love it. The journalists, everybody you see, basically just said it's brilliant, but it's a bit of a kick in the teeth. Hopefully, it makes its way back onto the calendar at some point. But let's see how we get on. For predictions, let's see who we've got. We've got Hal's going for Max. No surprises there. Primcat, Antonelli, fair. Liberty sucks bollocks. Liberty sucks. I predict there's going to be a surprising amount of DNFs. I predict there's going to be a safety car. We've had one every single race so far this season. How can we not get one today? Pedals is going for Hamilton. Fair. In my predictions, I had I've gone for Antonelli, Verstappen second, and Norris third. I mean, if Verstappen pulls off a second place, I think that'd be incredible from where he is. I think we'd have one hell of a Grand Prix for him to go from 7th to 2nd, based on my predictions pre-race and the preview. So let's see how we get on. You're thinking for a red flag? Oh, that means like big incident somewhere, isn't it? I think we might or could have got that had we got some rain, and we might get a splash of rain, but radar's showing it's moving away now from the circuit. So let's see if we do get that. Rain seems to be just coming and going here at will, but just not at the right time for us to get a wet race, unfortunately. I guess Norris from the goal to win. Yeah, fair. So we've got the tyre selections, the top 4 going for mediums, and then everybody else down to 10th place. So that's the 2 Ferraris, 2 Red Bulls, Bortoletto and Lindblad on the softs. That's, well, what we've seen in the sprint, that it doesn't really make a difference, does it? There was no performance difference between the softs and the mediums. Might we see it now with the way that they're just working with these tyres? We've got mediums for Gasly, then the 2 softs with Yuki Tsunoda and Nico Hulkenberg, and then mediums for Colapinto Ocon, softs for the 2 Williams, 2 Aston Martins, and the 2 Haas, and then hards for the 2 Cadillacs, and a pit lane start for Sergio Perez. So, but everybody's on the dry tires. It does look damp, but everybody's going on soft tires, so you might get your red flag, Hal. We've got George Russell in shot, getting ready now for the formation lap. Thank you, Kimmy. It's getting exciting now. You always pick the weirdest stuff. Well, you might be you might be bang on with that one. I think it's just, well, let's see. Let's hope the sprint wasn't, well, didn't give us much hope, did it, going into today? The only hope that I've got really is the fact that we've got Lando Norris at the front, and he was the only one that got overtaken in the 24-lap sprint. so hopefully there's going to be something ahead. Formation lap start. Lando Norris gets away. It's wet on the grid. There's a lot of damp patches. Let's see. A lot of wheel spin from these guys, isn't it? George Russell's car seemed to get a horrible amount of wheel spin, and he seems to be anybody on the dirty, what would be normally the dirty side of the grid. So the even numbers look like they're getting away horribly. There seems to be more standing water on that side of the grid than what was normally the racing line where P1 is lining up. So we'll see and watch out how that might affect the main race start, the formations. Let's see how we go. Sprint was just a second free practice. We've got a safety car. What are we doing here? We've got a safety car leading Norris. That's not normal. Standing start. Was that a debate, Hal? That's something I completely missed. I just assumed it was always going to be a standing start. How can we have an F1 race and not a standing start? Surely there's going to be... If it's a bit wet and they've decided to go on softs, the FIA can't control. It's a bit wet. It does look very wet, doesn't it? Especially coming out that banking. There's only the odd line of sort of a dry-ish line. Oh, they're lining up on the grid as normal. I was just reading too much into that safety car being. I don't think I've seen a safety car stay ahead of the guys for that long around the circuit. It's always a standing start. Yeah, I thought they were going to do a rolling start. Sorry, Al. Yeah, getting confused myself. Ferrari has softs. I don't know which. Yeah, they both got softs. We're now lining up. Lining up on the grid. Coming round finally. A little bit slow, aren't they? Green lights. Oh, yeah. Rev your engine lights. Let's say we go. 4 lights, 5 lights. Off we go. George Russell with a crap start. He's swinging left and right. He's defending from the McLaren there. Antonelli is ahead into P2. Brilliant start from him. George Russell defending hard. He's got a Ferrari right behind him. Great start from Kimi Antonelli. Absolutely brilliant. We've got a Ferrari ahead of a McLaren. So one of the Ferraris has got a fantastic start. It's Charles Leclerc up ahead of Oscar Piastri. And then we've got the 2 Red Bulls right with each other, aren't they? Two Racing Bulls next to each other. It's started off well, hasn't it? Perfect from Kimi Antonelli. Charles Leclerc up 2 places, up to P4. Brilliant from Charles Leclerc. Oscar Piastri's had a bad start. He dropped a position. Lewis Hamilton dropped a position as well, down to P6. Oh, big crash down the straight. Oh, that looks like a Red Bull. Is that 2 Red Bulls? In the wall. Oh, it's Max. Oh, my God. That's going to be a red flag, I think. Hal, you might have predicted something special here. What has gone on there? I've not seen a crash like that. I'm okay, Max Verstappen. Well, thank God for that. That was a huge incident at the back. There's going to be a red... It's showing I've got a red flag. Red flag. You predicted something, Hal. Just not the... Oh, Max Verstappen out lap 2 in his home Grand Prix. What a kick in the teeth. Oh. Well, I'd like to... Well, was that just a collision with his teammate? What's happened? Has he touched the white line on the... Oh, he has. Oh, geez. That's a big smash from Max. It looked like he got his... Just got the inside tyre on the white stuff and... Oh, he's so... That is... Thank God he's not hit anybody going across, swerving across the... Wow. That is scary as... Woo! Look at that. That's a big incident for Max. I thought it was 2 Red Bulls stuck in that. It's just Max. Oh, that's it. Sorry, it's a mistake from Max. He's touched the white line in the slightly, wettish conditions, aren't they? And he's just snapped on him. There's nothing you can do when it snaps at that speed coming out. I mean, it would have been foot to the floor, isn't it, on the accelerator? And it's just not... Wow, we don't see mistakes like that from Max. Oh, that is a kick in the teeth. But we've got a red flag. Does that mean we will get a new... That's a kick in the teeth for Max Verstappen. I think we will get a new red flag. That means we'll get another standing start. Will that mean Antonelli this time will be on the crap side of the grid because he's second? That's a bit of a kick if that's the case for Antonelli. I mean, got the first start right, and then now he's going to be stuck on the damp side of the grid. We've seen how poor a start George Russell got. He just didn't go anywhere, did he, off the start line? So interesting to see how they'll line up and where they use the cutoff. I think they will line up in the position that they're in because it was just towards the second lap, isn't it? Wheel tethers aren't great. No, we've got a wheel in them. I don't know if that's just the rubber off the rim rather than... I think it's the rubber of the rim, Kimmy, rather than the actual whole wheel coming off, which I think that's hard to do. That's a bit of a mess at the back of that Red Bull. It does look like the whole wheel's disappeared, actually, doesn't it? You might be right, Kimmy. Yeah, not great from the wheel tethers then. Seeing a wheel roll down the circuit, especially there. I mean, someone could have collected that and it'd been nasty. Thankfully, everybody's missed it. Got away with that one. Horrible smash. It's scary to see that going across the start-finish straight, especially in lap 1-2 where everybody's so close together. I think they've done bloody brilliantly well to miss it. Such a shame. Yeah, he just ripped the whole... Yeah, I think you're right, Kimmy. Yeah, that's the whole wheel with the... It's a high speed there, isn't it? Coming out of that banked final corner. Yeah, look at George Russell. He's swinging left and right, didn't he? To protect himself from Oscar. I think he would have got swamped by everybody else as well if he didn't. The two Red Bulls were racing ahead, weren't they? Bortoletto got stuck in that, dropped 9 places, P18. Max got actually a really good start. Oh, he just got pushed onto the grass by Lewis, Max. There's not much you could do. I don't know if it was Lewis getting pushed wide. That was really close from Max. He's had an eventful lap and 2, didn't he, Max? Jeez. Oh, he's got his teammate around the outside, parging him as well. As a show replay of Max Verstappen, he was in the races properly, wasn't he? Let's see from Lewis. Oh, he got squeezed from his own teammate, did Lewis, and that made him push to the left that Max was there. Charles got a mega start. He was an absolute rocket. Charles was absolutely flying off the start of that circuit race. I mean, Oscar got a good start, didn't he? I think if Russell really closed him off there, didn't he? Well, let's see. Russell might get to a bit of reprieve now, isn't he? If he gets to line up on the drier side of the grid. It looked obvious, didn't it? Leclerc did an arsehole move. What bunk clenching move? I think it was brave from Charles, wasn't it? Don't blame him. It's up at the start. You want to get all the positions. He's kind of up 2 places. Great start from Charles. Oh, and then yeah. Very, very lucky, isn't he, Max? No one collected him. Thank God for that. Bit of a rain. Gasly nearly did. Oh, he's just... Gasly was the first up to Max, wasn't he? He did well to avoid him. Oh, Lawson as well. Lucky. Oh, Bortoletto did the same thing. No wonder he lost 9 places. Gabby did the same thing. I mean, Pierre Gasly had the same twitch as Max Verstappen, but got away with it. Gabby, oh, his snapped first and then twice. Third time, ooh, Gabby was. He's done super well. I don't know if he's done well or he's just got super lucky, Gabby Bortoletto, because that car twitched 3 times before it finally let go, and he's missed everything. That is mega. I'd like to see that on board from Gabby Bortoletto. Wow. I don't know if he caught it like a champ, Kimmy, or just, yeah, you could say he caught it like a champ. It didn't end in the wall, so it's all the great driver skill, isn't it? Just lucky the way it happened, I think. But you seen it snap sort of 3 times before it eventually let go for Gabby, and he's, well, managed to get away with it, unlike Max. So did Pierre Gasly. If you see the onboard of his as well, exactly the same sort of twitch that Max got coming out of that final corner. And that is the risk, I guess, when you're doing dry Limblad incident, turn 14, yellow flag infringement noted for Arvid. He's up to P8 as it stands. Let's see what happens with that. New nose for Pierre Gasly. Fair. He's obviously went through the debris of Max Verstappen's car. So we've got a exit closed. Obviously, all the cars are drive stuck up. We've not got a restart time as it stands yet. I wonder if we'll get everybody that was on the soft now switched to the mediums, but it's a hell of a lot of way to go to try and run this to the end, isn't it? Rumors are that Gabby might get a hell of a lot of places back because of when he spun, the red flag came out not long after that. And so the reference points for the timings might mean he gets away with that spin. Will the caddy stay in the hards? No. Well, Sergio Perez went into the pits and went onto the softs at the end of the first lap. He's done 2 laps on the softs. It's shown my screen. Bottas is on the hards. I think if you get Bottas, you probably wanted to go on hards, isn't it? But he can't now because he'll have to do another stop. So it makes sense for him to go on another tyre, a medium, and then just see what happens with this race. So you don't have to pit again. But it's a hell of a long way to go to not pit again. But we've seen these tyres were bulletproof, weren't they? Sorry, but what Esteban did is crazy. He's overtaken in the middle of the crash. Yeah, it sounds pretty crazy, but nothing to stop from you doing that. Nico Hulkenberg, he's wow. Jeez, Nico Hulkenberg with a save. What the? I didn't see. Yeah, he just got smoke and, well, he's managed to miss his teammates somehow. What a save from Nico Hulkenberg. I don't think the yellow flags were out when Ocon just did that, Hal, because it was, well, Albon saying he did it in the middle of a crash, the overtake. So they're not going to get the yellow flags out that quickly. Yeah, there's no yellow flag, no yellow flag, no yellow flag. Still green light flashing. So I think he probably was all right. Crazy still, but I think he might have been all right. Ten seconds running for Esteban. I mean, it might almost be a little bit deserved if you're doing that in the middle of a crash. But what do you do? If you sometimes if you're further back in the visibility that you have, you might not have seen what all the fuss is about up ahead with everybody slowing and dodging everybody, and you've just gone through. Max might have been on the side of the track at that point, so we've got Karen and Rosberg dissecting Max Verstappen's crash. Yeah, we went on the wet stuff on a white line. It's a bit of a mistake, isn't it, from Max? It happens to the best of them. Such a shame, though, because he just thought he could do something special in this race, especially with weather conditions like this. Just bigged him up of how much of a rainmaster he is, and it's just the way it goes, isn't it? Well, Red Bull's hope now on Liam Lawson. He's up to P7. Let's see how we get on the restarts. I mean, the two Ferraris are not going to be... They're fourth and sixth are going to start up on the wetter side. Russell might be happier. He's starting on the dry side. Well, watch out for that because it was a clear problem, isn't it? Did you like Nico Rosberg? I didn't like him when he was racing, but I absolutely love him as a pundit. I've got to say, Primcat. I thought he was someone just with a silver spoon, but to be fair, he won a world championship, so hardly a Lance Stroll is Nico Rosberg. But he did it. And he won a world championship, so you got to respect him for that. I just was a bit gutty that he didn't defend it, but understand it. Left at the top. Nico Hulkenberg, you can see him, his teammate sideways, and he's just trying to double guess which way he was going to the inside, Nico Hulkenberg, and then just got a white wall. He could just be, it could have been disasters that from the two Audis, isn't it? That's the worst thing is your teammate. I mean, it could be anybody that is bad enough, isn't it? What I do like about Nico Hulkenberg, he just asks the real questions, almost what other like pundits are afraid of, because they have that fear that they might not get the interview again with that person if they criticize them or ask a horrible question. Nico Hulkenberg just doesn't seem to care about that at all, and I absolutely love that about the way when he's on. I love that about him. Karen's saying it's pure luck that Nico Hulkenberg's saying, and Rosberg, they ever saying that it's pure skill, as every driver would. You're not just going to give away things like that, are you? Got a new order, apparently. So Bortoleto not going to gain the whole bunch of places that I thought he might do. Just going to go one position to 17th. Ocon, one position down. You called it archives. Yes, archives was with the master red flag prediction. The best prediction, like on the pod, like they just the reality of it was almost instant. He's got some mystical powers, hasn't he? Talking straight to the powers that be with that one, with the red flag position. Is that a thing? I don't thought you were just pulling my leg there, pedals, and the Ocon's 10-second penalty. Has he actually got a 10-second penalty? I don't know what's real or meme now. Resume in 9 minutes' time. Yeah, you got me two pedals with that. that second. I don't think he's going to get a pen just because he was overtaken in the middle of a crash. But the reality was, Limblad under investigation. Yes, for yellow flag infringement. So, I mean, surely they can just decide that in the next 8 minutes because they're just waiting for a restart. It's moved to the stewards under investigation now. So it's moved from they're looking at it to investigating it. Surely they've got 8 minutes to just say, yes, it was. I hope they don't say it's, we'll investigate that after the race. We've seen that too many times. It's pretty annoying, so... Well, will we get a rolling start or a standing start? For Kimi's sake, I'm hoping it's a rolling start. I always want a standing start. It's just the excitement of that is just brilliant, isn't it? Always love a standing start, and well, we just need more of it, even though it might hinder Kimi now. Doing a lot of work at the bottom of a racing balls. We will have a start. Yep, we will have a start. Just which one? I think we'll have a standing start. I don't see why we wouldn't. Showing Laura McKees going on a wonder. He's going back to his... He's still got one guy in the race yet, Lauren. As long as there is a start. Yeah. Well, we don't want the Spa Grand Prix scenario, do we? With the 21. We got a lap under the... Start of Gabby Bortoleto was shocking as well, as they show it on another poor start from the Audis. Just lost plenty of positions, doesn't he? I think we've just seen, when we look at the Bortoleto and Holcomb, Bortoleto and Verstappen spins, you just think, geez, We've avoided some serious incident there, haven't we? Scary when you see cars spin across the track. I mean, Nico Hulkenberg nearly T-boned his teammate, and so did, well, Lawson saw it early enough. It could have been scary as hell, that one. We live in a star. I think we live in the end. The talk is of the tyres from Bernie. She's saying the McLarens this is their brand new medium tyre that they're using now, and they've just got new hards after this. So will they use the hards? Everybody has pretty much 2 hard tyres if they want to use them. Doesn't seem like it's a tyre though, is it? We might see people switch. We might not see switch of tyres. Let's see him. It's a free stop effectively in a set. I mean, I don't know. The problem is you can't run it to the end now. Yuki Tsunoda in shot, currently 11th, 1 position off a point. Come on, Yuki. Nobody's going for the hard tyre restart, makes sense. I've just missed what they've said on Lindblad. Is that no further investigation on Lindblad? Completely missed it. Let's see. Oh, Colapinto is under investigation. It's not just... You missed it too, Primcat. Yeah, it's Franco Colapinto under investigation as well. He's P10 at the minute. That's a bit of a shame for him. Race start, 2 minutes 50. We'll see what tyres everybody's switching to. Yep, just 2 laps. Yeah, I've got showing 3 on a counter. I don't know if we just started the third. Sun is out. That might be... it looks pretty dry now, doesn't it, the circuit? Yeah. This track seems to dry really, really fast. I know it's been 10 minutes, but they've not had cars running around on the circuit, which only helps it dry up fast. But it looks pretty dry already, doesn't it? I know the sun seems to be burning out, but it looks pretty dry. I think Kimi Antonelli, if you're going to be lining up on second on the grid, will be pretty happy about that. Especially looking at the shocking start that George Russell got in the wet stuff. We had enough delay. I'm glad the track is dry. Well, let's see if we can get some rain in the mix later. So I think we're getting cars rolling out. It's Norris going to lead, Kimi Antonelli, George Russell third, Charles Leclerc fourth, Oscar Piastri fifth, Lewis Hamilton sixth, Lawson seventh, Lindblad eighth, Gasly ninth, Colapinto 10th, Yuki 11th, Nico Hulkenberg 12th. Ocon is showing 13th, but I think he'll drop behind Albon. Yeah, so it's Albon 13th, Ocon 14th, Alonso 15th, Ollie Berman 16th, Lance Stroll is going to be 18th, Bortoleto will be 17th, Stroll 18th, Carlos Sainz 19th, Sergio Perez will be 20th, Bottas 21. New soft for Charles Leclerc. New soft for Norris. The two Mercedes on the mediums. The tyres are showing 0 laps on them now on the timing, but I don't think that's necessarily. I don't think everybody's changed. Have they just changed to another set of mediums? We've got Oscars showing as a hard tyre. Is he going for standing start? Thankfully, talking about the start stuff. Oh, it's a late one for you, isn't it? Hoping for a quick race. It normally is a quick race as well, this one, because it's short circuit. The 10th is quick as well. Oscar or Norris has soft. Norris on a soft. Oscar on the hard. I'll be surprised if Norris took the hard because he'll be a sitting duck at the start potentially. Well, Oscar might be the sitting duck now. Let's see. He's on the cleaner side of the grid though. We can sleep when we're 6 foot under. Yeah, that's it, Kimmy. That is the mentality. You tell her. Berman is out. No, is he? He's dropped down the order. What's happened to him? No, I'm not seeing it yet. He is dropping down though. Oh, he is. There we go. Oh, crap. Is that going to delay the start? He's on. Where is he? Yellow flag. Engine broke. Oh, well. Will we get an aborted restart? Broken engine. That's a broken Ferrari. We've not seen one of them before. What are we going to do? We've got a car stranded on track. It is fair way around. Will they be able to get that into... We've got a really slow Audi taking... Oh, we've got 2 more cars. Actually, these final cars have been really slow coming around. Will we get another formation lap? Let's see. Berman is out of the car. I think they're being helped a little bit by... Look at the left side of the grid. There's nobody on it. Aborted start. Extra formation lap. All the excitement. We're starting again. They were really slow getting to the back of the grid, weren't they? The final 3 cars. What happened to them? Extra formation lap. Lindblad down to 20th as well. And what's happened there? Why did Lindblad drop? No idea is the honest answer. He's 20th. You're right. I've completely missed that one. Blinky's welcome. Not sure what's happened with Lindblad Halt. What happened? Where is Max? Blinkies? Well, you've missed. If you're just joining us, we had a damp-ish start and a big crash for Max Verstappen. Lap 2, dropped it, hit the white line, bit of water coming out the final corner. Big crash. And sadly, he's out of the race for his final Dutch Grand Prix, which is a shame. And then we got a big spin from Gabi Bortoleto. We've bit of confusion because we've now got Lindblad showing as 20th when he was right up there. So I don't know what's happened with him. Yuki Tsunoda moves up into P10 after that. Lindblad showing as a lap down as well. Not really sure what's going on here with Lindblad. If anyone can find out later, please do tell. So we're going to go again. Thankfully for Kimi, it's a dry start. Kimi P2 lining up. And we're going to get ready for a second restart. Kimi's brakes on fire. Yeah, they're smoky, aren't they? I think it'll be a quick lights out, though. Engines revving. We're going for round 2. 1 light, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. Go! Kimi Antonelli. Great start. Wow, it's dried up really well. Norris has gone to cover him. Kimi's got the inside line. Go on, Kimi. Russell is going to get a run on Lando Norris. Wow. Oscar Piastri with a brilliant start. He got past Charles Leclerc, didn't he? The two Ferraris next to each other. He's dropped a position there. What's happened? That's a shame. Oh, what happened to Russell? What a move from Oscar Piastri. He's come out of nowhere. What's happened? That was a strange position. Russell defending from a Charles Leclerc. What a move from Oscar. Oh, Charles going for a dive on the inside. That's, not there. Racy from the two Ferraris. Drive-through penalty for Arvid Lindblad. I've no idea what's happened. Yellow flag infringement. And he was last anyway, but he didn't line up on the grid where he should have. Wow, Kimi Antonelli with the perfect start. Did not see that coming. Didn't expect it. I thought he might struggle. Something broken on Russell's rear. It's close, isn't it? That's really interesting that Oscar's done that. That might really ruin George Russell's race because Oscar's on the hard tyre. George looks really vulnerable, doesn't he? The Ferrari of Charles Leclerc's all over the back of him, and he needs to get the move done before George either sets into a rhythm or fixes whatever issue he's dealing with on this restart. Kimi Antonelli, that's perfect. It's even better. He's gone from, third to first. Made up positions on both restarts. He's gotten both race starts, should I say, not restarts. Charles on brand new softs. Let's see what he can do. It seems to have, George Russell seems to be okay now a little bit, doesn't he? Charles had to get it done quickly, didn't it? Colapinto's still under investigation. I mean, Lindblad's race has just been screwed, isn't he? His last, effectively. Berman out. Kimi is definitely on fire. He sure is. Absolutely brilliant to see him. Norris is closing. Anyway, it's 0.7, but they've dropped behind the two, haven't they? Top two. 3 seconds. Oscar Piastri is back. Let's see this move from Oscar. What a brave. That is what a send from Oscar Piastri. He's made it stick as well after that. That is fantastic. The front two romping away, though. Must have been cold tyres for Russell. Yeah, but Oscar's on hards. You'd think they'd take him longer to warm them tyres up than Russell on mediums. Oscar might need to manage these. Will he go brave enough and run these all the way to the end? I mean, we've had a red flag already. I imagine there'll be a safety car. Drive through for Franco Colapinto as well. Yellow flag infringement. Was P10. He's no longer going to be P10. Interesting to see that issue again. Possible class half rain in 3 minutes. It will not last. Oh, so we are going to get some rain. We're getting a chaotic. We're getting a really chaotic Grand Prix, aren't we? Yeah, we get some rain. Kimi is flying. Yeah, Norris is right up there with him as well, though, Primcat. Come on, Kimi. If he pulls off this win, I'll be over the moon. And George Russell can be further down than fourth. He'll be even better. Come on, Charles. He's meant to be on soft tyres and Russell on the mediums. And this is where we should see the benefit of a faster tyre, apparently. I mean, I'm so shocked at what these hards are doing on Oscar Piastri's car, in fact. He's pretty good. His lap times are not a million miles away. I mean, I know he's 3/10 off what Norris did last time around, but he's 3/10 faster than George Russell that last time around as well. So let's see. Lewis, the two Ferraris have gone both on soft, and I'm kind of surprised they didn't do something different. They started on the softs, and they've carried on the softs. Problem was, like I said, it's too early in the race, but why not? If you're Lewis, take a gamble. It's worth it when you're P6. It could catapult you further forward. I think they've got the pace on the guys behind, especially of Liam Lawson. The gap from Lewis to Lawson is 3 seconds. Lewis was 7/10 faster than Liam Lawson last time around. Why are Alpine boxing him now with rain coming? Boxing who? Colapinto, is he in the box? I think he's just got to serve his drive-through penalty, hasn't he? Kimi. And they can't change his tyres anyway, isn't it? It's just a drive-through penalty. I don't think you can stop and change tyres in a drive-through. Birmingham leaving pit exit on red light noted. Right. But let's hope he doesn't get a penalty for the next race because of that. Who would you want to be if you were You could pick one of the top three now. Antonelli on the mediums, Norris on a soft, or Piastri on the hard. I think you have to take the penalty within 3 laps. The fact that they've told to do it straight away, yeah, fair. I think I'd probably wait for the 3 laps to run and then take the penalty, but Russell closing on Charles Leclerc closing on Russell. You'd want to be on the mediums of Antonelli up front. Yeah, probably. I think I wouldn't count Oscar out yet. It depends what kind of lap times he can do. Because everyone has to pits and he doesn't. It's whether them tyres will last 72 laps. Bernie Collins, the F1 strategist on F Sky, doesn't think he can make them last. But I think that's the kind of move that something like Lewis should have done. Just throw it out there. And we were seeing there's not a huge difference between the tyres in terms of performance. Even off the line, Piastri wasn't bad, was he, on a hard tyre? Antonelli on the mediums got past George Russell, Lando Norris, sorry. So we're getting some strange reads on the tyres. It's just not normal, is it? Because it's the soft, you get the best grip and you should be quick off the line. Medium slightly worse, and the hard's even worse. But it's not happened like that this weekend. So something really, really odd with the tyres here at Zandvoort for the final time. They're not making much sense at all. Kimi Antonelli a 10th faster than Norris last time around. Leclerc all over the back of Russell. Don't seem like he can get much done on him, though, is it? Russell is 2/10 slower than Leclerc, 3/10 slower than Piastri, 4/10 slower than the two up top. Both the top two doing the same times last time around. Let's see how close Leclerc can now stay on Russell. Liam Lawson P7 is still about 7/10 slower than Lewis Hamilton. It's a bit of a shame for Lawson, isn't it? Because the man that we were measuring up against, Max Verstappen, is out of the race. And we kind of won't really know how well he's done in the race, unfortunately. Well, no real measure. They were started alongside each other, Max and Lawson, and well, we're never going to get to see how well they would have done. The true barometer for Lawson has kind of gone in this race. Leclerc getting closer to Russell. He needs to exit the final corner about 4/10 back. Where's Russell's pace gone? Investigation after the race so acceptable for $1 billion sport. Absolutely, Kimmy. It's a bit of a joke, really, isn't it? Like, come on, surely you can afford a few more stewards, or just a fact to pay them. In fact, I think that's a bit crap as well. Consider original plan A for George Russell. I think the fact that we have free marshals with $1 billion sport, they don't pay them marshals, do they? I think they're just voluntary, a lot of them. I think that's unacceptable. That you've got people working around the circuit. Yes, they get to enjoy the race, but so do stewards at a football game, but they get paid. And these marshals are risking their life, and a lot of them doing for nothing. I think that's a joke. And I think the bigger joke is the fact that we've not got paid stewards that can, a group of them. I know they're worried about bias and things like that if we have the same stewards at every race and they're paid. But surely we just get paid FIA stewards, a group of like 30 of them, and they mix up the races between them over a season, so it's not a burden on anyone. Stewards aren't volunteers, only the marshals. But stewards aren't paid, are they, Primcat? I mean, you have to have stewards at the race, so it's you're right. It's not volunteer, but they don't get paid, the stewards. Are they paid? I don't think the stewards are paid, Primcat. I don't think the stewards are paid. I'll have to check. Digging down in my deep brain now. It's not very deep. A pond of a brain I've got. It's not far to look. Oscar driving well on the hards. He's 5 seconds back of Norris. This is close. Leclerc to Russell. Russell defends the inside line. This is getting close now, lap 17. This is the closest we've seen Charles Leclerc get to the front. Andrea Stella actually saying yesterday that Charles was the fastest man. He was the one that they wanted to watch. I'm going to have to wait another lap. Russell opened up the gap there, didn't he? From 0.3 to 0.6 of that use of the energy. How is the tyre? It's okay, but doesn't feel that much better than the medium tyre. That's interesting from Oscar. Russell in the pits. Oh, wow. That's a late call, isn't it? The team don't even look ready. They are ready. A slowish start. 3 second stop. Where will he come out? That's the crucial bit. Where will he come out? That's going to be the crucial bit, isn't it? He's got an Audi. He's going to be owned an Audi. Nico Hulkenberg is coming to traffic. Let's see. I'm not sure that's the right choice there from Mercedes. Getting stuck behind an Audi. Nico Hulkenberg. Not ideal. Let's see what pace he's got now. I mean, you'd probably hope that everybody else pits ahead of him. Russell was P4. He's pitted. It doesn't change our race yet, Lando Norris. Russell going for a dive on the inside. Audi leaving him a bit of room, isn't it? That was generous amount of room from the Audi. Do we get Oscar pitting? Oscar's pit before. Oh, that's a crap start. That's a really slow start from Oscar Piastri. 5 seconds. Oh. Has that gifted Piastri and George is going to be super close now. Piastri on the inside line. Oh, Russell's got him. Wow. Oh, slow stops really cost Oscar there. This is strange. Strange pit from Oscar that. He was on the hard tyres and then he's pit the same time Russell pit. Sad bit is had a crap start. Stopping is now behind George. Let's see what the guys up ahead do now. They're all on softs, aren't they, ahead of George Russell? I don't understand the McLaren strategy there from Oscar. Can anyone explain that? What would the guys on the hard tyres? And he said, yes, they're not as good as or much better than the mediums, but you've put the hard bloody tyres on and you've put him ahead of the man that you've put. I generally don't understand it. Were they trying to use him to hold Russell back? Surely you're not going to use him as a dummy. That just makes zero sense. George Russell, fastest lap of the race, 16.1. That's a second and a half faster than Kimi Antonelli done. That's an interesting one. So the undercut is strong. 16.5 last time around as well. Piastri was saying the Ferraris are doing 17.5s and we need faster than that for Plan A target lap. The Ferraris are not coming into cover and pass Russell and Oscar with Charles or Lewis. I'm not sure. If you were Ferrari, would you have pitted? I probably would have got Leclerc in to pass. It'd have been a net P3. Leclerc. You're giving them a run now, aren't you? Because Oscar had a bad stop. He would have come out ahead of him and he was close with Russell. Russell didn't have the best stop. It was all over the back of him. I don't understand the strategies here, but they're running a couple of laps longer. We're looking at 2 stops, apparently. I don't think rain is predicted, Kimi. Box, Kimi Antonelli in the pits, Kimi. Norris. Slower. No, slow from Antonelli as well. Charles Leclerc in the pits. If you were Leclerc, would you not have pitted a lap early? Because it looked like he would have got past both. You've let them undercut you. Track position. Am I completely missing something here? It just makes zero sense why Ferrari. Why did Ferrari not pit when they seen Oscar have that bad stop, or just straight after Russell? Leclerc's come out behind both Oscar and Russell now. Make that make sense if you're a Ferrari. It just didn't. Lewis staying out, well, that's because he didn't want to pit. He was close enough to Leclerc to couldn't afford to pit. Piastri closing on George. George looked like he was getting away, but then Oscar's reeled him back in. The pace is not there for George. I mean, Antonelli Norris have come out saying, what was Ferrari doing? Can anyone explain that? You went for an offset if they were going to go for an offset. The offset is 3 laps. It's not going to make the difference for you, Ferrari. I'm sorry, but... And actually, I'm surprised at how strong the undercut was. It's a second and a half faster on the full lap for Russell and Piastri than the Ferrari. I'm confused with Ferrari on that one. Surely Charles should have pitted as soon as yeah. I mean, Oscar had a slow stop and they were faster than Russell when he pit. Just give it everything. Reactive Ferrari, not proactive Ferrari. Yeah, absolutely. I genuinely don't understand that yeah. He's 5-6 seconds back of Oscar Piastri as well now. I mean, he's done a 15.7 last time around, Charles Leclerc, fastest man on the circuit. What a lap. He's a second faster than Oscar and Russell. Charles, what a lap. Jeez, but he's given himself so much to do. I mean, it could be called... Unless Russell and Piastri have both done bad laps that lap time around, but a 15.7 is mega impressive from Leclerc. A second faster than Piastri and half a second faster than George Russell, Charles Leclerc, but Ferrari shining. Yeah, absolutely. I just don't see why you would lost that much time. This pace in this car, but you've put yourself behind cars. Track position is king here. It still reigns true. Shenanigans. I've seen that interview from Kat Kimmy. I remember it. Lawson up to P7. He's pit. And he's 16 seconds behind Charles Leclerc. And Lewis saying the tyres are okay. Well, his lap time is slow, isn't it? It's 1.5 seconds slower than everybody, so I'm just getting the tyre offset. Lindblad's up to P11. Oh, this is a racy, isn't it? We've got Alpine, a Audi, and a Racing Bulls. Is that Lindblad, Gasly, and Hulkenberg? That looked racy between the three of them. Lewis is still running. Box lap 26. But his makes he's got he's only tyre offset of 4 laps to come out. I mean, it's not his tyres. Hamilton has the oldest tyres and their softs. Yep. Box. Wonder what tyres they do go on. Will they go on hards on Lewis? It'll be interesting to see. That might help them with how well they run on the hards as compared to the mediums. That data between him and Charles. Let's see what they stick on Lewis in terms of tyres. Yeah. Hards. Good stop. That's the fastest stop of everybody, that, isn't it? 2.6. Everybody's had sort of 3 seconds sub. Lewis out behind Leclerc in no man's land. 8-lap difference to George, 9 laps. Yeah. I mean, that's reasonable, that, isn't it? That's a proper offset, Lewis to P3. Let's see. Oh, Limblad defending well, isn't he? A proper train. Carlos Sainz is holding everybody up. Look at his lap times. He's not pit yet, has he? He hasn't. It's up into P9. Getting really close between these lot. Sainz has done brilliantly well, hasn't he? Holding up these. I don't know. Limblad must be. Yeah, it's not pity as well either. Oh, Gasly alongside dive bomb around the outside. That's going to be brave. He locks up. That gives Russell Hulkenberg a sniff around the outside. Oh, what a move, Nico Hulkenberg. Oh, well done. He just watched Gasly. Well, he didn't get it done. And Nico Hulkenberg, the opportunist. Great move from Nico Hulkenberg. Nice. And he's going around the outside now of a... Around the outside! What a move! Nico Hulkenberg, 2 in the space of half a lap. That was a great move from Nico Hulkenberg. Brilliant racing action. Around the outside of both, Gasly and Arvid Limblad. It looks so good up the back. I mean, you need overtaking, you need a huge tire offset for it to happen. But come on, go on, Carlos! Absolute legend. He's just hammering it out on soft tires. He's got himself up into P9, and he's still holding everybody up. He's the cork in the bottle. It's helped Fernando Alonso out, who's also doing the same strategy as his Spanish teammate. And Sainz is giving Alonso a 10-second buffer to everybody around him. So I think Aston Martin and Fernando Alonso need to keep an eye on Carlos Sainz, because as soon as Hülkenberg's past him, I think they need to box Fernando to give them... Limblad, Gasly. Come on. Yuki's in a sniff here, isn't he? Come on, Limblad. This is so good. Yuki, he's got a run on Gasly. He's brave around the outside if he's going to stick it there. He's going to the inside line. Brave in the inside. Oh, Yuki Tsunoda on Pierre Gasly gets himself up into P10. That's how teamwork works. Oh my God, Pierre Gasly's getting taught some manners here. First by Nico Hulkenberg, then Yuki Tsunoda, Arvid, driving defensive master. Brilliant. Yuki Tsunoda, what? That was fantastic driving. He's still got it. Get him signed up, someone in the midfield. What? This is so good to see. Yes! That was brilliant. That was a brilliant one from Nico Hulkenberg. That was so good to watch from Yuki Tsunoda. And well, now you've got to think that Lewis Hamilton, fastest man of the race, 6.3 behind his teammate. He's got a lot of work to do, though, and they need many fastest laps. He was 7/10 faster, though. The gap as it stands, lap 30, is 5 seconds to Charles. Come on. Yuki has got to... well, you think Arvid is going to just let Yuki through, won't he? Because they're on different strategy. Does that look like an? Have we got a? That's a Lando Norris overtaking this. Look at Charles Leclerc over the back of Oscar Piastri suddenly in P4. That's something we missed. Oscar not letting Russell go, but there's a gap of 1.7 from Oscar to Russell. Charles needs to be careful that gap just doesn't get bigger, doesn't he? Get Yuki to RB. Oh, Yuki, get in, lad. Yep, he's passed. We've not seen it, but Yuki's passed Lindblad. I think that's obvious that team orders. Yuki's on 12 or 13 laps newer tyres than Arvid. Arvid's done his job there, hasn't he? Master defense, well done. Yuki coming up to Carlos Sainz next. We're not watching it, unfortunately. We're watching Norris closing in on Kimi Antonelli. Antonelli was slow through the traffic, and that's given Norris a sniff at Antonelli up at the top. We're not watching that. We're watching Charles and Leclerc. Charles Leclerc on Oscar Piastri. Oh, geez, I can't talk. This is great. This is a change, isn't it? Well, we wasn't expecting this kind of race after the sprint race we've had, but this has been brilliant. A brilliant 31 laps from Zandvoort. I've not been this excited in a long time in a Grand Prix. And it just welcome back F1 after the summer break. Yuki has been brilliant. We've got some good racing action. It's a shame we've lost Max Verstappen so early on. He'd be right there up in the mix. Come on, Charles. We need a bit of a dive bomb on Oscar, doesn't he? We've seen he can get his fists out. Charles, I still remember the dive on George Russell, I think it is, when on the inside, and he just muscled himself inside. This is better from Charles. 0.4 behind, 0.4 behind Oscar. Lap 31, this is his chance. He looks really close now. That's what you need. You need it to be about there. He's going to have the overtake and... Come on, Charles. Dive bomb. No, he's not. He didn't get close enough, did he? Got to 0.3. Jeez. It's getting spicy, this race. Norris is looking quick. He's still within the overtake mode of Kimi Antonelli. Them two are doing a trade in lap times, aren't 16.4s, pair of them. Russell is 16.9 behind. He's not got the pace up ahead. He's, I think he's probably got George Russell. That Oscar's dropped off the pace a bit. I'm not sure what's gone on there. Charles Leclerc looking racy on these medium tyres. He's got fresher tyres than both Oscar and Russell. And then we've got Lewis Hamilton now. He's a second behind Charles Leclerc. He's closed that up in no business. Is that just them two holding up? Lewis is pulling off some spectacular laps. 15.5s. Fastest man on track by a second a lap. That's impressive from Lewis. This is crucial now for Leclerc. Did he get a bite? No, I don't think he's... not the greatest camera angle, that was it. It's close now. He's close now coming out of the first corner. Will we see a Tarzan dive? .6 between Antonelli and Norris. We're not seeing them two racy, but Lewis Hamilton is hunting the pair of these lot down. But I think the problem with Lewis is he'll get close and just... We are now watching Antonelli and... I don't know if I'd rather watch Oscar and Charles. There's a fight for the lead, though. Oscar and Leclerc. Oh, they look close. Oh, no, we're getting a mini box of Oscar and Leclerc. Oh, this is a nice slice slingshot now. Shot looking really close. 0.2. We're going to miss it. Oh, we're not. It goes on the inside. Charles, is he going to stick it around the outside? Oscar's running around. He's going for the under switcheroo, as that idiot says it. Oh, he's going in the inside. What a move. Oscar Piastri. Oscar's going down. Charles Leclerc around the outside of the top of Tarzan. Brilliant move from Charles Leclerc. And now Lewis Hamilton is all over the back of Oscar Piastri. That's been a helper from him. That was crucial for Charles. Brilliant now. Lewis can make a dive bomb on Oscar. Hamilton's been hunting the pair of them down. And if Lewis can make short work of Oscar, he's going to be all over the back of Charles Leclerc as well, isn't he? The race has really come alive now. Brilliant move from Charles Leclerc. We've had some fantastic racing action. This is really close from Lewis. He's a 10th back. What will happen? He's so close now, Lewis. He's just got to keep it with him. He's got to make this move down into turn 1. He's so close. Coming out of the final corner, Lewis. Stick with Oscar. It just looks like a sitting duck down the straight, won't he? Absolutely brilliant from Lewis. Takes the inside line. Piastri going for the defense. Oscar's going to stick it around the outside. Lewis moves up into P5. Oscar drops 2 positions to the 2 Ferraris in the space of a lap. Wow. The Ferraris have come alive. We were questioning their strategy decision. Maybe we shouldn't have. Oscar is all over the back of... It's not done yet. It's not done yet from Lewis Hamilton. Oscar isn't going to let him breathe. I mean, if he's going to counter-attack, he's got to be straight away. We know that with these regs. Great action. I just did not see this coming after the sprint. Piastri's car is a letdown. It's the same one his teammates got, and he's hounding Antonelli up at the top. What a move. Yuki Tsunoda up into P9. Carlos Sainz pit P17. That move he did there was quite dangerous, Lewis. Norris comes out right ahead of... Oh. Aston Martin blocks... Is that is number 1? Yeah, that's Norris. Well, that's cost him a bit, hasn't it? Oh, he's now 2 seconds back. Jeez. Oh, Antonelli's held up as well ahead of him. It's evened itself out. Back markers are asleep like they were in Hungary, aren't they? Albon's let him through. Fair. They both got held up there. But Lando Norris seemed to get really badly held up by Lance Stroll, who just came out of the pits and just almost cut straight across him. But Norris now stuck behind a Williams. But his gap's now 0.5, isn't it? He's out of the overtake move. Come on, Ferrari. Yes, pedals. It's going well for us so far. The podium's on. Charles Leclerc is caught straight up to the back of George Russell. The Ferraris are on another level. Again, 16.3 for Charles Leclerc, 16.4 for Lewis Hamilton. Fastest guys on track. 16.9 for George Russell that time around. 0.6 faster than Charles Leclerc and George Russell. Tim Antonelli doing a 17.1 up ahead. Norris a 16.6. 15.9 for Lewis Hamilton. Oscar 17.7. He's dropped 5 seconds back to Lewis Hamilton as Oscar Piastri. Just the pace is... Well, Ferraris did look really quick in the race. We've got a Racing Bulls. He held up Antonelli a little bit. Fernando Alonso's made his way up to P13 and is now going to get a move around Albon in the little box. I think Fernando Alonso was helped massively by Carlos Sainz, wasn't he? Because held everybody up, did Carlos Sainz, and Alonso got a 10-second gap to everybody that he was fighting with. Norris looks quick, doesn't he, at the moment? Norris is closing on Antonelli. We need Charles to do a job on Russell and Lewis, to be fair. That'd be great. Yuki P9, yep, he's driving brilliantly well. Let's hope he can hold on for some points. He's got a nice gap to Pierre Gasly, and they're both on the same tyres length. They've both done 19 laps on the hard, and they've got a huge gap behind them to Fernando Alonso, so nothing really to worry about. Oh, actually, Fernando's only 9 seconds back to Gasly, and he's got 16 lap fresher hards. Watch out for Fernando Alonso. Could he pick up a point in the race? Piastri, Hamilton, turn 1, driving erratically, noted. Oh, that's interesting. Well, Hamilton did say it was dangerous. So it'll be the Oscar that's going to be under pressure there. Fernando Alonso is all over the back of Albon. Nico Hulkenberg. Well, Alonso could get some points here. He's on his strategy, whatever he's done. He's on done 2 stops as everybody else. But his first stop was, I think he was really helped by Carlos Sainz there, wasn't he? Who helped up Hulkenberg and the 3 ahead of Fernando. Because he's gave him 10 seconds on them. And he's now on 16 lap fresher tyres than the 3 ahead of him. Well, forget Lawson, he's not that quick. But Hulkenberg, Tsunoda, Gasly are in Fernando Alonso's sight. Let's see, he's passed Albon now. Let's keep an eye on Fernando Alonso's. Let's keep an eye on it. Charles Leclerc within. This is look. Antonelli is dropping into Norris. 0.7 now. Norris behind Antonelli, as Charles Leclerc is 0.7 behind George Russell. Lewis is 32 laps to go. What an interesting race this has been. We've got a blue light flashing there for Norris. That can't be right. He's second. Oh, that was that wide, deep from Norris. Yeah, it was. Give him 3/10. Antonelli in. They're calling them late, aren't they, into the pits? Well, that's helped Kimi Antonelli with that track position. Well, we know. Let's see what Lando does now. Will he go with the Ferrari call of having the overcut? Charles Leclerc moves up into P2. Russell pits. I'm not sure that's the right call from Mercedes. I know you're gonna cover it now, but let's see. If you're Lando Norris, you definitely do give yourself an overcut of 10 laps or 8 laps if it's possible. I think if you're Norris, you try and run these now, don't you? Just get an offset. because we've seen look at the Ferraris. The pace is unreal. Again, still Lewis faster than Lando Norris. Lewis Hamilton is all over the back of Charles Leclerc. 0.6. It was a 5-second gap on lap 30. Lewis, I'm quicker than Charles. My tyres are better. If they're playing a team game, you let Lewis through, don't you? He's on the hards, and it's not the same type of hards and medium torque, is it? We've seen with the tyres, it's strange. Antonelli, 15.7. He needs to manage these tyres now, though, doesn't he, Kimi? He needs to be very smart, not worry about trying to have a massive gap to Norris. But if you're Norris, you just want to eke this out now. Leclerc, team radio, are they going to get Tim to move? Box, he said, no, why would I do that? I popped 2 laps after Russell. Yeah, he's playing his race. There's 2 number ones. Hamo should at least try to get past before complaining to the team. Yeah. If you're working as a team, it's a hard one, isn't it? You're 2 races. Just get on with it. We love the Ferrari spice, though. 2 number ones. You're not going to work as a team. Oh, they went in the pits, Ferrari. The genuine call, and Leclerc's refused. I completely get that from Charles. Lewis on the radio. I'm losing time. Yes, you are, Lewis. Lewis is rapid on these tyres. Oh, my God. Unreal. I mean, at least Ferrari will know when Charles gets on these hards, he's going to be super quick. Look at Lewis. You can see the lines he can take. He's all over the back of Charles Leclerc. But this is why you love Ferrari. I do anyway. I love the fact they just let them race. Do it on track, guys. Yes, it might cost us. I mean, both Ferraris look box now, Charles Leclerc. Let's see if he listens this time around. We've got an Aston Martin in the way. Fernando. Charles pits. That releases Lewis. Let's see what you got now, Lewis. He did have the natural overcut on the tyres, didn't it? Slow start, Charles Leclerc. Not great. 3.5. It's going to be close. Up at the front. Oh, we've got... Oh, that's 2... That's the fight behind. Russell's got to... Well, Charles got to do Russell again. 3 laps, fresher tyres. Russell was 15.4 again, fastest lap of the race. Great way of wasting time, guys. Good job. Lewis Hamilton, not happy. It's your teammate. He's got his own race to worry about. Lewis, I'm sorry. Even though I am a Lewis fan. But... 27 laps to go. Still a long way to go in this race. It just seems crazy, this. Entitlement. Yeah, 7-time world champion. You're gonna complain about everything. Box, Oscar. Norris still going. He's got a 5 laps now. Yuki can look at Lewis's pace is absolutely incredible. He's 0.3 faster than Lando Norris that time around. Lawson ahead of Oscar. Was Oscar ahead of him and on track position? No. He was on 24 all lap. Bono have no grip. Wow, that's early from Kimi. That's what? With 4 laps in? He must not be in the operating window. That's the final stint on the race. That's not what... I mean, that's music to Lando Norris's ears. I mean, Antonelli doing a 60... and he's still faster than Lando Norris. 16.7 for Norris, 16.5 for Lewis. Again, 0.2 faster. Was that Oscar on Lawson? Just getting held up a little bit. Oscar's on softs. That's a brave move. I don't know how them tyres will hold on towards the end. No, we won't for Antonelli. No. Charles Leclerc now with the fastest lap of the race is 15.3. Ferraris have got super pace, haven't they? Absolutely brilliant race pace. George Russell on that last lap was quick though. I mean, second lap round though, Charles Leclerc was a 10th faster than George Russell. I think the Ferraris have got probably the fastest race car, not too different to the McLarens, but they have got the best of the top 3, haven't they? Just that they didn't have the car on a single lap to do it in qualifying, because the pace that they've shown, they were just absolutely hammered everybody in this middle part of the race. Norris now pits. 7 laps fresher hards than Kimi Antonelli. And we've seen with Lewis, that's a big advantage. Lando Norris now potentially in the box seat for the win. He's got a 10-second buffer to Lewis Hamilton, hasn't he? So I think that's interesting to see when Lewis pits now. His lap times are brilliant. I mean, Charles Leclerc, 14.9. Lewis did a 16.5 that time around. I mean, if you're Lewis, do you need a big undercut as you've seen last time? I mean, we've seen him at the end. You don't see why not. Let's see. Crucial stop for Lando. Needs to be a good one. We've not seen the best stops, have we? That looked pretty smooth. 3.2. Not the best, but solid lap. Antonelli goes through second. Lewis Hamilton leads. Could we see Lewis just stay out? Hold on, and the master of defence he'd need to be, wouldn't he, for 24 laps? I think he'd be a sitting duck, won't he? I think McLaren have used the Ferrari strategy, and we were questioning Ferrari's strategy early on, isn't it? But it's and the pace of that Ferrari is absolutely incredible. Look at that, fastest lap again, 14.9. Charles Leclerc is on an absolute charge. Charles Leclerc is only 8 seconds behind Lando Norris here. And the pace that he's got is... I mean, to be fair, if Lewis stays out and holds everybody up, I think you'd want to be in the Ferrari Charles Leclerc, wouldn't you? Because you'll have better tyres than everybody. Well, not have better tyres, but the pace is ridiculous from that Ferrari. Charles got 4 laps. Oh. Lando Norris, 14.3, as I just say that about Charles Leclerc. 46 laps. Can they last? I'm not so sure, to be honest. I think that's going to be the problem pedal. I don't think they'll do it. 14.3 from Lando Norris. 2.8 the gap. Kimi Antonelli was already complaining about tyres. Come on, Kimi. If he wins this, I think this would be a brilliant, brilliant drive from Kimi Antonelli, to be fair. I don't think Mercedes have the fastest race car. I think for Charles, he either needs Lewis to, well, Lewis is not going to hold them up for very long. It doesn't make any sense for Lewis's race, but he probably needs Antonelli and Norris to really battle it consistently, and then Charles Leclerc can home into all of them. Lewis asking for some information. 22 laps. Does he go on to the softs? Lewis team radio. Lewis told us, spit it out, please. You've got the data. Let me know what tire do I pick. Do I go on the medium or the hard? Well, it was. I think you'd probably want to go on the hard, won't you? It looks like the better. Oh, that was a bit wide from Lewis. I think the hard is the race tire, isn't it? Charles Leclerc will be all over the back of George Russell, but he needs to make quick work of that, doesn't he? Charles 10 seconds back to Norris. I think it's going to be a bit tight for a Ferrari win. Alonso up into P9. What a race from him. He's going to be a bit of a sitting duck to Gasly and Tsunoda, though. Fernando on 15-lap-old hards. Yuki on 5-lap-old softs. And Gasly 3-lap-old mediums. Gasly all over the back of Tsunoda. Bortoletto is 5 seconds back on old hards. So battle for points is final points is Alonso, Tsunoda, Gasly. So watch out for them. Norris is, look how it's just absolutely reeled Kimi Antonelli in. It'd just be like a slam dunk move when he gets up to the back of him. Why are they so bad on the hard tyres? I mean, he'd done 4 laps and he's already saying, I've got no grip. Kimi on the radio still recommend wider line turn 10. I can't do it. I've got no raise. What? I mean, look at it. It's not this lap. It'll be the next. Wow. What's happened to the tyres of Kimi Antonelli? You can't be on old hards. I mean, he's only on 12-lap hards. Lewis on 27-lap hards. A better lap from Kimi that time, though. 15.5. 16.3 from Lewis. No, it's going to be, we believe Hamilton may try and go to the end, so there could be an opportunity with Hamilton late on. Oh, wow. There comes Lando. Norris all over the back of Kimi. It's going to be lap 52. It's got to happen, isn't it? Could he be saved by Lewis? Has Antonelli got the overpass on Lewis? Oh, nice exit from Kimi Antonelli. Well done. Oh, he's had... Kimi was helped by Lewis there. Could we see a Singapore here where we've got 2 guys that help each other with the straight line speed? Okay, Lando is all over the back of Antonelli. Norris is all over there. I mean, you can just see him just do dive bomb somewhere, isn't he? We've got 3 cars, 3 different age of tires. Lewis the slowest leading. He's kind of helping Kimi Antonelli stay in that second place and keep Norris back. Norris, the fastest of the 3. It just looks like Norris is set for the win. Norris, he's gonna sit. He's gonna have to do it. It looks so easy. This is it for the lead. Great run out of the final corner. Kimi and Lando Norris and Kimi. Kimi tried to defend. Will he go around the outside? Hamilton will close the door. He nearly got Hamilton as well. Norris into potentially, he's second place, set for the win as it stands. Where has the pace in that Mercedes gone? McLaren are flying with Lando Norris. Oh, I think Lewis will be a sitting duck for Kimi for Norris if Kimi was. What are they doing with Lewis Hamilton? That is the big question. I mean, he's not even got a massive gap, Lewis, to Russell. And I mean, it's only 7 seconds. Look at the completely different line that Norris has done. Yep, he's done it. Lando Norris takes the lead. Yeah, Lewis was a sitting duck. What do Ferrari do with Lewis now? Because his tyres are gone. Kimi will get him back. Oh, I mean, never get him back. Just pass him. Lewis was leading, I think, in my mind. I'm not sure, on that one, Kimi. Yellow flag. Antonelli takes the move down to turn 1. When are they pitting Lewis Hamilton? Yellow flag. Oh, virtual safety car. Oh. Well, Lewis pit. Cheap pit stop. Oh, will it stay out long enough for Lewis? What tyres has he come out? He's come out on the hards. The virtual safety car. Does Norris pit? I'm not so sure about that because he's got the new tire. Does Kimi pit? Are you using me as a guinea pig or what? What's going on? Lewis has got to pit. Ferrari, I'm sending you brainwaves. Pit, for God's sake. I think if you're Antonelli, you box as well. You've got 17 laps to make up. You box Kimi as well. I genuinely think you box Kimi as well. Have they missed a trick there? Mercedes. You've got a long time to go in this race, and the tyre difference is huge. Softs. They look like softs. Yeah, softs for Lewis. That's a brave. I mean, the Oscar Pitts is coming on old softs for Piastri as well. Ferrari keeping us in suspense. This is if you're Kimi Antonelli, you pit. Why did they not? They have pit Kimi Antonelli now. They can't pit Russell to keep Norris out. They want to keep Norris out on these old, not old hards. They were new hards. They're now old hards. They need to keep Norris They need to keep Russell out to force Norris to not pit. If both Russell and Antonelli pit, then Norris box. Let's see what Kimi's got now. He's got to pass Russell, but Russell's on 16 lap hards. I don't think that's a big deal. Antonelli did box. That's not great for Ferraris, but Lewis is ahead of Charles with that. Net gain for Lewis up to 4th. We basically need Norris and Russell to stay out while this virtual safety car ends. Norris, do you think we need to take it? I'm a bit worried now. We're checking. Oh, it sounds like Ferrari. We're checking. Oh, yeah, if we dialed into the wrong team here now, Norris, on your team radio, we're checking VSC ending. Oh, yes, this is what we needed. He's not even going to get the chance. Norris was just coming around the final corner. I think he was slowing just to try and give himself the opportunity to do it. It's not happening. So the Hunter is turned into the Hunted. It turned around quickly with that virtual safety car. Let's see what Kimi's got. Come on. Come on, Lewis. This is going to be so close. What a race. Yeah, I called the Antonelli one early, didn't I? I'm glad they've done it. You've got to be racy. You've got to gamble. And, well, let's see what you can do. I mean, Russell is going to be a sitting duck to Kimi Antonelli. There's no two ways about it. Already, a 14-6 from Kimi Antonelli last time around. A 15-5. Kimi Antonelli is now back to win this race. Let's see what pace you've got now, Lando Norris. 14-7. Great lap from him. He needs that. 12 seconds is the gap. Can the hards hold on for Norris? And with that place, that was a brilliant lap from Lando Norris. No two ways about that. Absolutely needs every single one of them laps now. Qualifiers now for Norris. But he's still got a lot of way to go. Just think about working as a team here. If Kimi is out of the fight, what are you thinking about? What fight are you talking about, Norris, mate? You're dreaming it up. You're out of the fight. Let Antonelli pass to get Lando Norris, George Russell. I didn't understand that team radio from Norris. That wishful thinking at its best and highest class. Let's see what you've got. Let's see what Ferrari have got. I mean, they've been brilliant so far in this race. Lewis has been fast. Now you've got soft tyres, just like Kimi Antonelli. They've held on to their tyres brilliantly well. Let's see what they can do. 14-5, 2/10 Antonelli on Norris. I think he needs a bit more than that, doesn't he? And surprising the difference. Norris's pace is fantastic on these hards. That's 9 laps newer tyres has Kimi Antonelli, and he's only 2/10 faster. That's some pace from Lando Norris. He's going to need more of it. What a battle. Look at this. Down to turn 1. Gasly, Lindblad. Gasly, Tsunoda. Gasly's got Tsunoda. Oh, come on, Yuki. He's now out of the points is Yuki Tsunoda. They've got to both catch Fernando Alonso. Nobody from 7th down pitted under the VSC. Will one of them regret it? Come on, Kimi. Charles Leclerc with a brilliant lap that round. Can't count him out. 14-2. Norris did a 14.4 that time. Kimi Antonelli 14.7. Antonelli did get stuck behind. Traffic is going to play a big part here as well. It doesn't seem to be getting out of the way quickly enough for some, does it? Qualifying laps from Kimi, qualifying laps from Hamilton and Charles now. And Russell, Norris seems to be going off the same mentality, doesn't he? He's just giving it absolutely everything. He's on the more durable tyre. I mean, if you had a hard, I think you would have stuck a hard on. It just made the most sense. The tyre is just absolutely, you can just lean on it so much. And there's not a big difference in compound between medium, softs, and hards. $14.7 from Norris last time round. 14.6 from Kimi. 14.5 from Lewis. 14.3 from Charles. That 10-second gap for Norris might just save him here. That car is looking so quick from Lando Norris on these hards. I mean, we've seen it when he came out of the pits. He was absolutely flying. I think the biggest sitting duck here is George Russell. He could end up behind both Ferraris from second down to fifth. Antonelli was miles faster than George last time around. 14.6 for him. Russell a 15.4. Gasly closing in on Fernando Alonso for the other battle that it looks like. I mean, although Nico Hülkenberg's pace was, it's better this time around. He had a 18 slow lap from Nico Hülkenberg. Lewis could catch Kimi. It's all possible. I mean, I couldn't pick I can't pick a winner right now. If Norris can keep this pace up, he wins this race. It's if he's on 15 lap old hards. There's 10 laps to go now. I think Norris might just have this. It depends on how quickly Antonelli can get past Russell and how durable these hards are going to be for Norris. I just think is the softs the wrong choice, potentially. They've not looked the quickest tyre, have they? And Lewis, should they have gone for mediums or hards? They just seem like they're really good race tyres. We've seen that with Leclerc, and we've seen it with Lewis on the hards as well. They came out and they're absolutely flying on them tyres. Interesting, they've all 3-4 gone for softs. Oscar's done the same. Even Utah, maybe it's just the freshest tyre that they had. We've got a big 9 laps to go now. Norris's lap last time round, he's faster than Kimi Antonelli, 14.9, and everybody else did a 15. 15.6 for Russell, 15 flat for Kimi, 14.7 from Lewis, and a 14.4 from Charles. Wow. 2 Ferraris is going to get mega close with Russell and the 2 Ferraris at the end, I think. It's just all going to converge at once, isn't it? Norris's pace is incredible. I mean, he deserves the win with that pace on these hards. They've just come alive, the McLaren of Norris on these hards. It's getting warm in here. Lewis could catch Kimi. I haven't read that yet. Current driver of the day, Norris, Hamilton, Alonso. A good shout for Fernando, and at a P9, if you can hold on to that, would be absolutely incredible from him. His 28 old hards and 17 lap mediums. I mean, what a turnaround from Lando Norris. He was the sitting duck, wasn't he, in the sprint with Charles Leclerc? And, well, whatever setup tweak they did now, they're absolutely flying. 17 lap old hards, that's no joke. You'd expect that everybody else behind him to be so much faster. The fastest man of the top 5 is Charles Leclerc with his 14.6. But he's only 4/10 faster than Lando Norris, but he's 18 seconds behind. I think that's where he lost that time, Charles Leclerc, not pitting because he was so much slower. Bottas boxed to retire. Did I just hear that right? Russell saying, "Are we fighting for the win? Are you for real?" Did Russell says Kimi on for the win? Russell. I didn't hear that team radio for Russell. Did he say is Kimi fighting for the win, or am I fighting for the win? Russell, is Kimi on for the win? I'm missing this here. He lets him through. Did they just get told to invert cars? They've just. Antonelli is not fighting for the win, bro. He's miles away. Although the last lap from Norris might be saying something different. That makes. We've lost a podium here, George Russell. Yeah, you have, because Hamilton's going to get you. And what a weird team order from the Mercedes guys. Antonelli is not fighting for the win. He's 10 seconds behind Lando Norris with 6 laps to go. What a joke. It's not even 6 laps, it's 8 laps. Yeah, 6 laps to go. They told George to move over. That just makes no sense to nobody. Lewis closing in on Russell, sitting duck. I'm your number one. Norris for the win. Well, that makes. If you're George Russell, why have you just let Kimi Antonelli, your championship rival, through? What's happened to Charles Leclerc? He was looking like he was only 2 seconds back of Lewis. Can't see him yet. I mean, this is big in the championship. You can fight for your life if you're George Russell. There's a championship on the bloody table. Is that? Do me a favour, and I don't understand it. It's perfect. Go Kimi. Perfect for Kimi Antonelli, 100%, but makes no sense for George Russell. Come on, Lewis, now. Come on, Lewis. Good defending from that lap, right? I mean, it just looked like a sitting duck, but. Charles should turn up pretty quick. 10-second penalty for Franco Colapinto. What did I miss there? Yellow flag infringement. Another one. Is that a drive-through penalty already? Hamilton win. Oh no, there's something wrong with the car. It's like aero degradation. That's strange. There's nothing on the data. We've seen this from... Oh, Lewis close. Podium up for grabs. Slippery surface. Flag. We've got some oil somewhere on track. We've got 3 laps to go here. Is there rain coming down? Lewis is all over the back of George Russell. Is he going to go for the inside? No. It's going to be a sitting duck down into turn 1, isn't it? Come on, Lewis. This is a chance. Virtual safety car. Oh, just as attack was going to happen. We've got bits on track. 10-second time penalty for Liam Lawson. Yellow flag infringement. What's this? Friendly fire. The 2 Williams. Oh, it's a big lockup. Oh, that was a bit daft from the 2 Williams. Surely that's got to end quickly. I think that saved VSC ending. Couple of laps to go. Virtual safety ending. It's ended. Charles Leclerc right behind Lewis. Well, it's Norris for the win. Antonelli second. Can Russell hold on? If Russell can hold on for this podium, I think that's pretty special from him. I mean, to be fair, Lewis and Charles should be passed in no time, shouldn't they? I mean, it looks like he's only got one more attack to worry about, hasn't he? Come on, Lewis. He's normally deadly on this stuff, isn't he? Come on, Lewis. This is big for Kimi's championship. Sainz Albon investigation. Well, someone locked up big and ran the other Williams out track, didn't they? Ten-second penalty for Carlos Sainz. Come on, Lewis. Final lap. The rear seat killed us there, hasn't it? Oh, this is it, Lewis. Oh, we've got final run. Look at Lewis. Oh! Look at Lewis and Shaw. Does that just give Russell the bloody breathing space? You two. Oh my God. If George Russell's held this off, I think that's brilliant from him, to be fair. I think they have. Lando Norris wins. Kimi Antonelli is going to come home second. George Russell holds on for P3. Lewis Hamilton fourth. Charles Leclerc fifth. Oscar Piastri in sixth. Liam Lawson comes home 36 seconds behind Oscar Piastri for P7. Nico Hulkenberg at P8. Fernando Alonso points for Fernando Alonso in the Aston Martin. And who would have thought that after the qualifying session? They have had what a drive, Fernando. That was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant from Fernando Alonso for a P9. Well done for him. 2 points for Aston Martin. That is huge. Driver of the day, Fernando Alonso. Pierre Gasly, P10. I think that's a drive from him, isn't it? Yuki Tsunoda just misses out on points. Racing Bull's run of points ends here. Both Yuki Tsunoda, P11, Lindblad, P12. Wow. Bortoletto, 13th. Colapinto, 14th. Perez, 15th. Sainz, 16th. Alex Albon retires. I mean, that's not great for the Williams, is it? Well, who's your driver of the day? Get in the comments on that one. If Lewis is going to give away fans Nando's. Well, I got away with a big bill there, haven't I? Antonelli, a P2, looked like he could have been on for the win at one point, didn't he? Looked comfortable, but that McLaren on the hards just looked like an absolute rocket ship. I think P2 is... I think the interesting call here is the team call. I don't think they needed to do that. I know they just sort of said they're racing for the win. He wasn't racing for the win ever. Lando Norris, back-to-back wins after Hungary. Driver of the day, Norris. I'm going to give it to Fernando Alonso for a P9. To be fair, it's either that, it's Norris, to be fair, isn't it? He was absolutely brilliant. What a drive. It looked like he was going to get done by Antonelli. Kimi was brilliant early doors. What a race we've had. Who saw this coming after the sprint? The sprint race, we got 24 laps, 1 overtake. That all I can remember is Charles Leclerc and Lando Norris. But wow, this race has been absolutely brilliant. Oh, lots going on. There's so many, you have to rewind your mind back a lot to just get through what happened in this race today. started first, finished first, Lando Norris. It didn't look like it was on, but what a rocket ship on the hards. Driver of the day, well deserved. That stint was absolutely outstanding. Kimi Antonelli with a P2. Damage limitation, gutted. He didn't have the win. The Mercedes have got some work to do, haven't they? They need some upgrades on this car. Big race. My pick is Yuki. Yeah, P11. Oh, it's such a shame he's missed out on points as well. Fernando Alonso's held on really well to come home. 37 laps he did on them hards, Fernando Alonso. And he's held back a faster Alpine, you've got to say, in Pierre Gasly. And, well, I'm not sure what's happened with the Racing Bulls here this weekend, but 11th and 12th after really good, promising qualifying sessions. The race hasn't gone as well as you'd hoped. Liam Lawson on his debut this season for Red Bull, a P7. Hope Isaac's out next 2 races for more Yuki. To be fair, like it's pretty brave, isn't it? Apparently, the call was on Isaac Hadjar to miss this race. He took the advice of the MotoGP driver Marquez, who had a similar injury with him, but he decided to carry on and said, actually, it just made it worse, and the recovery was a hell of a lot longer. So, don't do it. Some brave call, but the right call. Put his health first, and he's got a whole career to go ahead. But you're putting someone in that can throw your Yuki's thrown himself in the mix. Good call. Yeah, good call for us. We've got to see Yuki back. We've got to see Liam in a Red Bull. And Liam's finished nearly 50 seconds back of a McLaren. Yes, the Red Bull wasn't good round here, and the sad thing is that his comparator that we would have compared him up against, Max Verstappen, crashed lap 2. So I think that's a real shame here, because we can't really judge Lawson, at least not from the outside. I think Red Bull will have all the data on the inside, and it's a shame we're not going to get to see much of that. Ferrari's had the fastest car in the race, but somehow have lost this race. I've not lost it, but 4th and 5th. I think one of them should have been on a podium. We've got to say Norris. Amazing, amazing. George Russell now. Let's see what he says. Anything about that team radio to let his championship rival through? Happy to be standing on the podium because it could have gone either way. I think the VSC really saved him. Well, the two Williams saved him. I think Lewis probably would have had him on that lap. I mean, to be fair to George, he did defend brilliantly well for the last two times around. So George saying he would have been overtaken anyway, and it was the right decision just to let him through. Strange. You just fight him for it, don't you? Like you held Lewis and Charles back. I think the problem is that if you do fight them, then it gives two Ferraris a sniff. It didn't. Norris asked, is the big Max Verstappen-esque comeback in the championship on? He says one race at a time. George looks happier than I thought he would. Well, I think he's held on to a podium, and I think a P5 was really there for him, wasn't it, Kimmy? Papaya, haha. Fluorescent papaya. Wow. What a race. I mean, so much to go through. It's just big storylines everywhere, isn't it? It's the call for Mercedes. Why would you do that when you've got them both fighting for a championship? Right call in the end, George Russell said. I mean, it was a sitting duck, so it was always going to pass him. And probably the right call, but you just don't do that when they're both fighting for a championship, I don't think. You just let them race like Ferrari did. But the fact that they let them pass, I think probably wise, because Russell and Antonelli would have lost time, and the Ferraris would have been on the back of George Russell faster. And earlier in the race, the VSC with the two Williams boys really cost Lewis there because he was right up under George Russell's rear wing was Lewis, and the P3 would have been there. Crazy at the end with the two Ferraris. Charles Leclerc, that move on Lewis, close. I mean, it's crazy that he tried it there, but then that lets Russell off the hook. I mean, there wasn't really any overtakes there. Let's say that we've got the podcast of Russell and Antonelli. Oh. Showing Verstappen's red flag. Bortoletto spin. Thank you, Pritpat, for watching along. You got a scoot. Thank you for chatting along, joining in. Massively appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see you for Monza. I'll be doing some previews and race review, driver ratings. Take care. Please like. Oh, look at the two Williams. They properly just locked and drove signs off. Thank you, clock. Oh, they've muted them. Had some really good results if you look further back as well. It's not just the front, is it? Hulkenberg P8, Fernando Alonso P9. It's just a shame Yuki's missed out on a point. P11 on return to the grid. Don't think we'll see him next weekend. Well, there we have it. That is I think that's it. Again, ready for Up on the Champagne. We've heard them talk. Well, lots to get through in the race review. That'll come later on. Driver ratings will be dropped Tuesday, Wednesday. And then we head to Monza. Kimi Antonelli, championship leader, is going to take a grid penalty, a big one as well. Start at the back of the grid. Total Birth confirmed the same. Mentioned it in Watchalong in qualifying. Sadly, he's going to start last. So it's going to be interesting to see. Lots of parts needed to be taken on his car. No talk of when Russell will take his penalty. That's going to happen as well. So that's going to be a bit of a shame for that. We'll cover it in the watch along. But yeah, there we have it. Lando Norris with a brilliant drive for the win. 2 in 2. He's on a roll. Can he do a Max Verstappen-esque comeback and frighten the daylights out of Kimi Antonelli in this championship? Kimi P2, so close for the win. He was just at a loss of what happened to his rear tyres in the second stint. He was sliding. I mean, he was only 4 laps in and he didn't have any pace on the hards, and everybody else looked to be absolutely brilliant on him. Strange call for letting Antonelli pass Russell. I'm surprised the team got involved there. Russell P3, I think he'd be pretty happy with that, considering where his race, he could have finished P5. The Ferraris were all over him. I think he got really lucky with the VSC of the two Williams boys taking each other out, because I think Lewis had him down into turn 1 that time around. He was a tenth behind halfway down the straight, and then it got called off with the VSC. It was such a shame there. The two Ferrari boys right at the end, not happy with each other apparently, with Charles Leclerc on team radio, got cut off, and then shaking his head at Lewis at the end. Was that for him closing the door? I think that was what you'd expect Lewis to do. But yeah, what a race. Fernando Alonso, P9. Points for Aston Martin. Nico Hulkenberg, after dodging Nico Hulkenberg, Nico Hulkenberg dodging Gabi Bortoleto, gets a P8 as well. So some pretty standout drives is absolutely brilliant. But thank you very much, guys. Thank you for watching along. Yeah, plenty of brilliant drives, Chitan. Thanks for watching along. Thank you, Kimi, Pedals, The Cluck, Primcat, for your comments and joining. A visual one. Yeah, thank you for your comments. See you for the next one for the live watch along. I will be there for Monza. Watch out for my race review coming soon after this. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for watching along, guys. See you on the next one.